Floridians know the cost of hurricane destruction. Last season, we got lucky. But luck doesn't protect your home. Fortunately, Storm Smart has dependable custom hurricane protection products. Hurricane screens, accordion shutters, aluminum roll-down shutters, flood mitigation systems. Because protected beats lucky every time. Be safe, be smart, be Storm Smart.
Streaming from the Tampa Bay 28 Weather Center in Studio A, this is Dennis Phillips Live. Brought to you by Storm Smart. Protect every opening of your home.
How you doing, everybody? It is a Thursday night edition of Dennis Phillips Live. Thank you very much for joining us. We are live on the spot as always. If you're watching on television, thank you very much. We've been doing it now for over a year on TV. We've been on streaming and social for, man, like 20 years. I'm not exaggerating. This kind of started back in '04 with Hurricane Charlie, and they had a bunch of us, like weather geeks, you know, and we all kind of found a platform to talk and go back and forth, and those were the OG folks. And then eventually, once Mark Zuckerberg caught up with our technology and said, oh, wow, let's do a, Stokes are really laughing, let's do a Facebook Live where we can gather folks from all over the world in the group, and that is exactly what we have done. Our TV folks are mostly local, but boy, on streaming, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook, we are all over the place. So it's always the best of both worlds. If you're kind of watching on TV and you just kind of want to hang out, I get that. But if you want to take part in the shenanigans and the tomfoolery and the drama that goes in the chat, I mean, sometimes I just kind of sit back and watch it because you guys take it in a completely different direction. And that's what kind of makes it fun. So today we have got ourselves a very hot day. We hit our 100 degrees in Wesley Chapel, hit the century mark at the WC. And the feels like temperatures were 110 to 115 at times. Now, if you were watching last night, the folks from Creative Loafing were on. Lee, awesome. Lee and Ray. Ray could not make it. I was very bummed out about that because Ray Rowe is an awesome guy, editor over at Creative Loafing. And the Brewfest is this coming Saturday. We talked a lot about that. Proceeds benefit the Humane Society. It is a really fun event. And that's going on Saturday night. So I will be there doing a meet and greet at the event. But what's awesome is there's over 50 breweries, and they all bring kind of their specialties, right? So you've got all these little booths that go on, and you can stop by, have a sip, and they have non-alcoholic, they have alcoholic, they have ciders, they have beers, they have a little bit of everything. And it always, I did it last year for the first time. I had never been involved. So, you know, the first half hour, the first hour, as I'm talking and, you know, schmoozing and meeting people as they're coming up to say hi, and I love it. And if you are going to Brewfest, if you don't come over and say hi, I'm going to be really upset with you. So come over and say hi. We'll get a selfie. We'll talk. But the first half hour, you know, people are a little more shy, a little more timid. By 9 o'clock, they're like, where's the band button? Oh, where are we? It's coming over, giving hugs. It's hysterical. And that is Saturday night. However, if you're looking to do something in addition to Brewfest, so coming up in a couple of minutes, we are going to introduce you. This is the very first year they've done it. You guys know me. Now, they're from Orlando, so they don't know me from Adam. But I'm telling you, y'all know me. I am Clark Griswold of the Tampa Bay area. The good part and the bad part. The good part where my lights are insane. The bad part is if the lights don't go well, I'll be kicking the Santa statue across the lawn. He and I are the same, right? So you know my love for Christmas. And Christmas in July is a thing. I've never watched a Hallmark movie, and I probably never will on principle, but I know a lot of y'all, especially a lot of women out there, love these whole Hallmark Christmas movies. So my point is, this weekend at the fairgrounds, there is going to be a Christmas in July festive. Would you call it a festival, or what would you call it? A what? Arts and crafts fair. So they're going to have arts and crafts stuff. They're going to have Christmas stuff. They're going to have other stuff. And we'll introduce you to those folks coming up in a minute. I'm looking forward to it. Briefly want to mention, since this just went live about 2 hours ago, if you remember last night when Creative Loafing was on, they were talking about the Best of the Bay. The Best of the Bay is a really cool thing where you can vote on pretty much anything out there when it comes to the Bay Area. And it is live. And when I say anything, man, I mean everything. I can't even show you all the categories because I'd probably get kicked off the air if I did. But just know, if you Google Best of the Bay or Creative Loafing Tampa, it will come up right here. And the voting is live through August 30th. And I would like to show you, let's give some props out, because of some of the categories. And if you go to the main page, you've got all these categories here, right? You've got, scroll down, you've got arts, beauty and wellness, drink, goods, food, entertainment, people, places, and services, right? If you go to people and then you scroll down, there are several things, one of which is Best Sports Writer. And look who is nominated, our own Kyle Berger. So that's pretty awesome. Kyle was nominated for Best Sportscaster, or Best Sports Writer, I guess. And then we have the Best Person to Follow on Instagram. I'm on that. Best Person to Follow on TikTok. I'm on that as well. Best TV Host or News Person. This is quite a list. Sean Daly gets nominated. But in my opinion, even more impressive, look at the top of the list. Allie Blake was nominated. So that's pretty awesome as well. Got a lot of folks who've been in this market for many, many years. I'm nominated as well. So whoever you like, whoever is your favorite TV person, go on and vote. You can vote once a day all the way through the end of August. It's just a really, really fun event. So whoever's your favorite, absolutely join. And the event party, the premiere and the award ceremony is in October. And man, I am planning on doing a DPL from there because it is a party of all parties. I'm telling you. All right, so let's jump in quickly. I do want to talk about the fact that the drought numbers did come out today, and they really don't look much different than they have of late. The red color is the extreme drought, and that still covers a good portion of the Bay Area. Now, folks inland and on the East Coast, they've had all the rain this summer. Second straight year, by the way. And there's one little area. In fact, I'm going to zoom into this just because. If you look at the area in Pinellas County. So let me see if I can go ahead and open this map up for you. I haven't done it yet, but I want to. All right, so there you go. This one little part of Pinellas from around Clearwater down to Indian Rocks got enough rain last week that they're no longer under extreme. They are just under severe drought. Hey, you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. We do our best. And then you go and you look at most of western Pasco County, west of the Vets, the rest of Pinellas County, almost all of Hillsborough, except for northeastern Hillsborough and through Polk County, and then back toward Orlando on the East Coast. They're having a ton of rain. It has extended a little far south in inland areas, from Hardy and DeSoto County back to Highlands County, which is shocking that Highlands, because they've had so much rain. Most of Manatee and the western half of Sarasota County around I-75, west of I-75. So those are the new drought numbers. Not really much different in the scheme of things of where they were last week. Right this minute, there is some rain across Sarasota County, a few scattered showers. Taking a closer look from Gulf Gate Estates, right on down through Sarasota, back to the west, over toward Venice, Laurel, Venice Beach. And then also an area in eastern Manatee County, right there. These are all moving west. all moving back toward the coast. So there's a chance over the next hour, a few more of these will develop. But watch, as we put this in motion here over the last 3 hours, just kind of watch it moving east to west. There's just not a lot of moisture. This is the pattern that we want. But unfortunately, when there's very little weather, very little moisture to work with, it ain't going to do much for us. So I do think that changes early next week, and we will talk about that coming up in a couple of minutes. Right now, low to mid-90s, 93 Wesley Chapel, 91 Tampa Riverview, 90 in St. Pete. I think Clearwater decided, you know what, it's too stinking hot. I'm just not going to report, because we have no report from Clearwater or from Parrish. They're both like, I'm out of here. I got better things to do than report the temperatures. Feels like temperatures are what get you, though. Feels like right now 106 in St. Pete. And there are people who call me on that. They're like, Dennis, what the heck is a feels like temperature? It's meaningless. I disagree. I'll tell you why. If you lived up north, even if you didn't live up north, if you're outside in the wintertime and it's 45 degrees out, but the wind's blowing at 25 miles an hour, does it feel like it's 45 or does it feel colder? And if you go outside in that wind chill, when it's wind chills in the teens or 20s, does that make it feel colder and have an impact on you? The answer is yes. Well, heat indices are the exact same thing on the flip side. So it isn't what the actual temperature is, it's how that actual temperature impacts you, your skin, your ability for your body to cool off. And for folks who work outdoors, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, because you have to deal with this. And I don't know how you do it. I mean, I really don't. The people who have to work outside for a living in this kind of heat, massive props to you, because it is just grueling. So that is why the heat index is the indicator for the heat advisories. The Weather Service issues a heat advisory when that heat index is over 105. And man, we're pretty darn close to that right now. 106, that feels like in St. Pete, 100 Wesley Chapel, and Lakeland, 101 Winter Haven, 102 Parrish, 103 Bradenton. Highs today, mid to upper 90s, record high. Again, the WC hit 100 degrees. 97 Brooksville, 97 St. Pete, 96 in Bradenton. Cool shot there. With the cameras, had some really nice views lately. 91 at the airport in Tampa. The feels like a balmy 104. Looking out from feeding Tampa Bay, the high today hit 93. The morning low 79. Normals are 91 and 77. No rain today. We are about 6.5 inches below average for the year. So there it is, east to west movement, not a lot of moisture. So here's what that means to you for the next couple of days. Last weekend, it was a real bear to try to figure out, if you live anywhere west of I-75, when can I get outside with no rain? Is it going to rain in the morning? Is it going to rain in the afternoon? How long is it going to rain? With this kind of a pattern, you're good to go in the morning. No rain in the morning, no rain early afternoon. Plan your Friday and Saturday with no rainfall concerns early. Sunday, a little dicey. I think you're okay, but we'll have to look at that tomorrow, because there's a chance that we could start to see that onshore flow return by Sunday into Monday. Monday is going to be here. Monday, you're going to see clouds earlier in the day. You're going to see rain earlier in the day. It'll be a little more widespread as a front gets closer. But tomorrow and Saturday, I don't think you will. I think it's sunny in the morning. I think it's more stormy in the afternoon. And there's the drop in temperatures, not from cooler, drier air, Sean. No, there's no 540 line anywhere near us, but it's clouds and a better chance of showers. If you're watching on TV, Sean is part of the group who is all about the freezing line. I don't know why he doesn't live in North Dakota, because he loves it cold, and clearly for us, that doesn't happen often. All right, let's check out the 7-day. So highs tomorrow reach the middle 90s, upper 90s again inland. Rain chances, go ahead and take this full so you can see it a little bit easier. Rain chances between 20 and 30%. All right? Sunday, I do think there's a chance we might start seeing the rain a little earlier. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we are back more toward that morning coastal activity. Clouds earlier in the day, and that's why the temperatures will drop instead of the mid to upper 90s to the lower 90s. And the tropics remain quiet. Bertha has moved inland, no longer a threat, and we'll talk more about that coming up in well. But in 90 seconds, we'll be back. Christmas in July is here. It's almost August. And I know folks are already putting up their Halloween decorations. I know people are doing that. So Christmas can't be far behind. So we'll talk about that coming up in 90 seconds as DPL continues. Holy cow, that was a long first break. Okay, let me put in my IFB, guys. All right. I got you now. We are good. Hey guys, I did not have, I'm sorry. I know, I all these comments and stuff, and I was focusing more on getting through that stuff. So, Sean's like, Jules is all caps. Break. I know, I was like 3 minutes heavy on that, right? I'm gonna ban myself on that one. Okay, I'm gonna walk over and don't think I need anything. And again, it was Jennifer Patterson.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. Where do you guys want me? You want me right here? Or you want me right here? You tell me. Right here? Okay. Awesome. You got your notes?
Yeah, this is just for in case you want to know who did what or anything like that.
Oh, absolutely.
Ooh, can we turn that Santa around? Yeah.
All right. So, guys, this is Jennifer Patterson. She has her little elf here as well, but she must be camera shy. So she put this event together. So we're going to talk about that coming up. We are back in how long, Sean? 5, 4, 3. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Dennis Phillips Live. Jennifer Patterson, how are you? Nice to see you.
I'm wonderful. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. We have the Christmas in July Arts Festival at the fairgrounds this weekend, yes?
Absolutely.
Now, y'all are from Orlando, so you probably don't know this, but I am truly a Christmas fanatic. So when Jocelyn, my producer / handler, says, hey, do you want somebody on the show from, I'm like, I'll do Christmas 24/7, 365 days a year. So I'm curious, how did you come up with this idea? I mean, this is, Christmas in July is a thing, but how did it turn into an expo?
So we have vendors. We do shows, and we do a spring show and we do a holiday show. And our vendors are always looking for shows. We do indoor shows, and they're always looking for something to do year round.
Are they always Christmas themed?
No.
No?
No.
So it could be anything?
So anything, spring. And so could you imagine trying to sell candles or chocolates or soaps outdoors in the middle of July? Right. And so that's how we came up with the Christmas in July theme. We wanted something for our small business owners to be able to do something year round, and so that's how Christmas in July show was born.
See, and that's awesome because we have a lot of local small businesses that come on the show, and you know, nowadays it's hard to compete with online and with Amazon and everything else, so it gives them a platform and a venue. Now, is this going to be inside the expo hall?
Entertainment hall.
The entertainment hall, okay. So it will be air conditioned.
Air conditioned, absolutely.
Which makes sense because you're talking about the chocolates and everything. I mean, how in the world are you going to do that? So tell folks what they can expect and kind of what we're looking at here. I thought this was just a giant pear, but she's like, no, it's a gourd. So is this something, and you see, obviously it's Rays, right? It's Rays themed right here. And we've got a Bolts theme, which y'all know we are very, very much a friend and a family of the Tampa Bay Lightning. We're the broadcast home of the Lightning. And then you got all this other stuff and these are just crafts put together by local vendors?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what are some of the things? Oh, it looks like we got some preserves there, or is that kind of like a...
This is homemade pasta and sauce. Jewelry. We have a little bit of everything. We have over 175 vendors that'll be at the show this weekend.
Oh, dang.
The show is Saturday and Sunday. Saturday from 10 to 5 and Sunday from 10 to 4. You can come in. You can actually meet Santa Claus from 11 to 2.
Nice.
The first 250 people through the door each day get a free tote bag. So we have a little bit of everything. There is clothing. There is home decor, holiday decor. Not everything's going to be Christmas themed. There's something that you can use year round. Delicious treats. So cookies.
I'm all for that too.
Cookies, toffee. You know, just a little bit of everything.
Is there an admission charge to get in?
There is. It's
okay.
$5 cash or $5.50 credit card, and the fairgrounds does charge for parking, $10 in advance or $12 at the gate.
So you've had an opportunity to do other expos in the past. I mean, is this the kind of thing that people might go and say, okay, I might see a present that I might save for Christmas? Or, I mean, I would just guess you've got to have, I mean, I see some buck stuff there, it looks like as well. So it really sounds like you've got everything there.
Yeah. I think that's what we take pride in, is really curating a show that is very diverse. So you're not going to go up and down the rows and see 10 candle vendors and 10 tumbler vendors and all different. We have all different items. We take pride in really picking our vendors and picking good quality items. So you're going to come and you're going to see lots of different things. And especially with the economy right now, people start shopping earlier,
sure,
instead of waiting till the end. So we're very excited about what people will see at the event.
So I'm guessing it's too late for this year, but how would people, if they are local business owners or arts and crafts folks and they want to get involved in something like this, how would they go about doing that?
Sure, so they're going to go to our website, which is bmgevents.com. And we usually release our applications a couple months after the event. And we're very fortunate. We sell out about 2 months after we release our applications.
Oh, wow.
So we're very organized. We run a very good show, and our vendors love what we do. We love our vendors. We take good care of them. And that's how they would get a hold of us.
And it's very local. So what percentage would you say of the people that are there are kind of from our immediate area? Is it all of them, or is it just most of them?
This show that we've been doing shows in Ocala for coming up on our 5th year. This show, out of 180 vendors, only 60 of them are past vendors. We actually have about 110, 115 brand new vendors.
Awesome. All right,
So,
that's good.
yeah.
Tell you what, we've got to hit a break. We're going to come back and talk a little bit more about this. And at the end of the show, of course, we'll have a tropical update as well as Dennis Phillips Live continues. Okay, we're in break, 90-second break. Okay, so we've got probably about 2 minutes for this last segment. Something else we didn't mention, something you want to push, other events, other things? Is there something else that...
I should mention my company name.
Yeah.
We do a huge event in Ocala in November that is twice the size, 350 vendors.
Okay.
Would love to mention that.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
What
was that big sign?
Yeah, so
I want to bring that over.
Yeah, that or the painting, either one of those.
They had it up? Oh, all right, well, I'm gonna hold it anyway. I love this.
So this is interchangeable. So you can.
How much is this? It is so cool.
I don't know how much it is, but you can change this out for the seasons. It's indoor or outdoor.
How do you buy the different? How do you buy the different?
They sell the vendor sells the different.
They got me working all weekend, unfortunately. I'm gonna be brewfest and scalloping.
Their name is Millie & Co. And so,
which camera am I going to do? One? Derek? Okay.
Here, can I take your picture with it real quick?
Sure.
And then I'll tag them on Facebook.
Okay.
So yeah, so like you could buy. Okay.
So I thought this was kind of cool. I like, so we, on the front door, we always have, we have a different thing for a different season. This is obviously Christmas, but this is one of the things you can buy there as well. And these are interchangeable, right?
Yep, so you can do Halloween, you could do Christmas, you could do birthday, Valentine's Day, Easter, and so you don't have to have one sign and store. Storage is a great thing.
I absolutely love this. What's the name of the company?
Millie & Co. So you can see it just comes out, it's magnets. And
that's really sweet. So this is just, again, one of the things that you wanted to mention too. Your company does, in Ocala, does a huge, even a lot bigger than what we got going on this weekend coming up in November, yes?
Yeah, so Valentine Management, we've been doing shows for over 25 years, but we've been doing shows in Ocala for the past 5 years. And in November, we do a 3-day show. It's our largest show. We have over 350 vendors, all indoors, air conditioned. Again, we have rows and rows of wonderful, talented vendors, small businesses who take pride in what they do, and we would love to see people come out and take advantage of some awesome Christmas shopping.
And remind the folks one more time what the website is if they want to get involved as a vendor.
bmgevents.com.
bmgevents.com. Great. Well, thank you so much for coming out.
Thanks
I really
for having
appreciate it.
me.
I'm totally serious. Reach out to these people. I want to buy this. I love this thing. This is so cool. We'll be back in 90 seconds as DPL continues. Yeah, this thing is awesome. I do. I absolutely love this. I wonder if they offer it online.
You know, what would be
I'm sure.
if you put a DPL.
Yeah, and have it as yeah, right? I mean, but this is so cute. I mean,
Yeah, Millie and Poe.
Yep. No. Mm-mm.
oh yeah, this is 30.
Yeah.
So this is right there. Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture of this on the website for the, maybe reach out to him, or just call him and ask him if I can buy it right now. That is sweet. I really love that thing, guys. It's so cool, right? It's so neat. All right, hold on. Let me get a picture of this so I can reach out to these people. All right, 30 seconds. I got you. This is really neat. Like this, how they made this. I mean, that really is. That's some nice little crafting there. Yeah.
If you're serious, if you want that one, I can probably try and reach out to it.
I really am. I love
Okay.
that thing.
Yep.
All right. I've already bought 3 or 4 giant new Halloween decorations from Home Depot. They just dropped them a couple days ago.
That's the best.
Yeah, it is. Okay, 5 seconds. Guys, I'm going to buy that thing. That is so cool. I'm serious. It's you know, it's because we have those stands by our front door, and we have to interchange. You know, you've got one for the 4th of July, and you've got one for, you know, Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day and all the other ones. But being able to interchange them, or they're interchangeable, that's really cool and pretty decent stuff. So, again, that's this weekend at the fairgrounds, and throughout the day on Saturday and Sunday in the air conditioning, which is a good thing. So, tell you what I want to do. We only have a couple minutes left on TV. I do want to quickly go over, look at the models for you. Bertha has moved inland, no longer a threat, right? And tell you what, the Euro continues to show that stalled out front, maybe a little bit of development along the front early next week. It's not going to be a threat for anybody, but it does kind of just continue to show that. Look at that. Just that stalled out front. Anytime you get a stalled out front across the southeast and it sits there for a while, it absolutely could lead to a little bit of development. So if you take a look at here, this is the Euro right here. Now, this is Saturday. You do see a little low pressure off the Carolinas there on Sunday. But look at the area just kind of hanging out there. See it? Look at Florida. You just see that little front just lingering, right? And in doing so, there's another little low that could be developing along it. So I would not write off the possibility. And the good news out of this, there it is. Look at next week. That's next weekend. The good news is then there's that low. There it is. So when you get a front that sits there for a while, every now and again you can get some additional development. And as we get into the fall, this is the same as yesterday. You've got all this dry air in the Caribbean and the Atlantic. So there ain't nothing developing out there through the middle of August. But what you do see is potential over the Gulf and into the southeastern part of the U.S. coastline. You could see some development because the drier air and the impacts of El Nino are lower across that area. So let's recap. Here's the 7-day. Tomorrow and Saturday, sunny in the morning, no rain at all, maybe some rain in the early evening. Starting late Sunday and into next week, rain chances will be rising as a front stalls out around our area and an onshore flow returns. That means a better chance of morning coastal showers as we had last weekend, and the rains moving inland later on in the day. So there you have it. A great episode of DPL. Christmas in July. How can it not be any better than that? We'll be back tomorrow night. And have a great night, and we'll see you with our next edition of Dennis Phillips Live. See you guys. All right, TV is out. Streaming is still here. And Jane's saying you're getting, or Janice is saying you are getting some thunder right now in Sarasota. So let's take a look at the radar. Let's go ahead and take that for you. And then I'm going to eat my dinner. All right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's Sarasota right now. Definitely. Were they watching? Did they see their? Oh, okay. And it's also, if you want, this lives on my Facebook page. We're still on right now. It lives on my Facebook page for 30 days, this show. So they can, if they want proof of performance or they want something, as a video, they can download it from there. All right, yeah, guys, there is Siesta Key picking up some pretty heavy rain, a little bit of lightning. I mean, not a ton, but enough. And this is all over the last 15, 20 minutes. It's moving to the west-northwest. You can kind of see it right there. And kind of coming together across Manatee County as well. So if you live in northwest Sarasota County, southwest Manatee County, you're still going to be dodging some of these raindrops, I suspect, for the next hour or so. But for the rest of the area, not so much. A lot of bupkis, just pretty much nothing. And Futurecast kind of shows tomorrow and Saturday pretty much the same thing. So I will be back tomorrow night, guys. I'm serious. If any of y'all get a chance to go to Brewfest, come on out and say hi. Even if you're not a drinker, because they have non-alcoholic stuff. The proceeds benefit the Humane Society, and it is just a fun event. And if you're looking for something else to do, again, Christmas in July at the Expo Hall, right? No, Entertainment Hall at the fairgrounds. I'm sure you'll see where everybody's going, and the parking will be right there and everything. So that's it. You guys have a great night. Thanks for joining as always. And I'll say one more time, remember, nominations for Best of the Bay just came out today, and they run to the end of next month. You can vote for your favorite TV newscaster, news person, whatever. Sean Daly's in there. I'm in there. Allie's in there. Lots of folks from other stations as well, so you can kind of pick your own. And it's just a great list. It's just a fun list, because there is literally anything and everything that is Tampa Bay. And that's the Creative Loafing Best of the Bay 2026. So you guys have a great night. Thanks for stopping by as always. And we will see you tomorrow night on our next edition of Dennis Phillips Live. See you guys.